Yo, what's up, guys? Travis Peters here from Escape Your Day Job. Okay, I got something fun to say to you. I was having a conversation. I actually have had this conversation many times, many people. It'll probably be a conversation we have forever. But it's the conversation of habits. Now, I want to give it to you in a way you've probably never heard before. This isn't a normal habit type talk, okay? A lot of people talk about how a habit can take 21 days to form, 28 days to form. We hear different numbers. Some people say scientifically it's actually 60 days and all these reasons and things. But we're looking at it all wrong. You want to know the easiest way to implement what you need to implement in your life, the guardrails you need to do, that you need to put up? And I'm going to oversimplify it, but it actually is this simple, and I need you to hear me. I need you to be open to receive it, okay? You guys in? You open to receive it? You need to just make a decision. Make a decision. Now, here's the definition of a decision. A decision actually means to cut off, that's why I'm doing this motion, to cut off all other options. You need to make a decision to cut off all other options. Here's an example. At our church, once or twice a year, we'll do what's called a Daniel fast. And basically all that means you don't eat meat and a couple other things, right? Basically like a clean eating kind of deal. But every year when we do it, let's say it's usually a set time, or it's always a set time, 5 days. We're going to do a Daniel fast as a church for 5 days. During that fast, it's actually easy. It's simple. It's not hard. It's not hard to go 5 days with my church, with my homies, eating basically healthy stuff. It's not. You know why? Because for those 5 days, I come in and corporately with my crew, with my team, we have made a decision that that's how we're going to eat for 5 days. We made that decision. Easy. I'm actually not even tempted. You can put a bowl of candy in my face, meat, whatever. I'm good. I'm just not eating that way for a week. Doesn't tempt me. But go and try to do that out of just using pure willpower, right? Willpower is just you like trying to be disciplined and say no to a thing. That's tough. In fact, most people won't last long because you're trying to do it under the force of willpower. And our willpower is limited. There's a shelf life to it. So if you're trying to just say no to meat or something for as long as you can, you're just trying and it's not going to work. If you're just trying to make it to the gym, if you're just hoping you feel like it on certain days and only going on those certain days, it won't work. If you're trying to step up your game and learn something new, acquire a new skill, learn the art of making money, it's just not going to work. But when you make a decision to go all in, to cut off all other options, your habit is formed instantly. My dad smoked his whole life, smoked cigarettes. I want to say it's like age 14 up until he was 40. From age 14 to 40, he smoked cigarettes. Then one day, me and I think my brother was born, we were young, and he looked out, he saw us playing outside, and he said, I don't want my kids to be around that. And he never smoked again. He quit cold turkey instantly off of one decision. People have a hard time quit smoking because they haven't made the decision. They keep one foot over here, and they're waiting to see. They're trying it out. They're trying their best. Really, they're just trying to live off their willpower, which has a shelf life and cannot sustain you. That's why it doesn't work that way. It's why somebody can make a decision and go from basically 0 to 100 almost overnight. You make that decision. Man, kind of a funny one. With my health and how I eat, I realized about a year and a half ago just how gross I would start feeling after I'd eaten certain things. I came to a spot where I didn't like going to lunch because stopping my momentum from work and leaving and then eating and then coming back and feeling kind of gross and heavy and sluggish and tired and sleepy and then trying to swerve out of that feeling back to productivity was a pain. I didn't like it. I didn't look forward to it. I kind of dreaded going to lunch. Then I just made a decision. I'm just going to stop eating like that. I recently made, about 3 months ago, I made the decision to stop eating cereal. I had a bowl of cereal. I looked at it. I felt disgusting, and I had to take a quick power nap because I felt gross. And it was like, I'm done. I'm done with cereal. And that was 3, 4, 5 months ago. And I make it for my kids every single morning. Doesn't bother me. And I was a big cereal guy, by the way. Huge cereal fan. Often have 3 bowls, sometimes 4 bowls if I'm feeling it. But you make these decisions. Now, here's where I want to go. I want you to make the decision that you are going to figure out online business. You're going to figure it out. You're going to make the decision that you're going to get wealthy. You're going to make the decision that you're going to change your family's tree. Right? I've made the decision I'm going to figure out the millionaire game. I've made the decision. I'm going to change that for my family tree. No one in my family is millionaire status and all that kind of stuff and in the next levels of wealth. Nobody. I am. And I'm going to keep growing and I'm going to keep figuring it out. I've made that decision. There's no other option. It's just how it is. With my wife. Okay? We got married. Guess what I did? I made a decision. Cut off all other options. We will never divorce. It's just not an option. We don't even talk about it. Like, it's not even I talk to so many couples who have that kind of this, well, we'll see kind of mentality about their marriage. It's not going to work. Like, see ya. I've made a decision. I'm all in. And because I've made those decisions, because I've cut off all other options in those different areas of life, I thrive in those areas of life. I win because I make a different type of decision now. If you're going to make the decision to just go to the gym every day on the way to work, you just do it. You don't talk yourself out of it. You don't see if you're feeling it. You don't look at the weather. You just go. Make the decision to learn this money thing. Make the decision to learn how to increase financially. Make the decision to learn the skills that you need. Make the decision. Go all in. Cut off all other options. Learn this thing. It's a skill that you can acquire like any other skill, people. But I need you to quit dabbling. I need you to go all in. I need you to pick a mentor. I need you to pick a path. If you don't have an online course, find one. You know we've got one. It doesn't have to be ours. We just have an option if you like our style. We'll teach you how to do it our way, okay? But you got to pick something. You've been dabbling too long. You've been waiting. You've been playing around. You've been hoping. You're just hoping instead of taking action. You need direct action steps, and you need to start marching towards that goal, towards that thing. Right? If you're not making $1,000 a month yet with your side hustle, that's your first goal. I got to get to $1,000 a month. So I need you to make the decision to go all in on making $1,000 a month with your side hustle. Okay? Take a minute, make that decision, do this motion and say, I make the decision. I'm going to figure out how to make an extra $1,000 a month. I'm going to cut off all other options and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to increase for my family's sake. I'm going to increase for my future's sake, and I'm going to do it. You make that decision, okay? And when you make the decision, guess what? Your actions will line up with that. Your actions become something different. You think about things different. Because a guy or a gal who makes $1,000 a month on the side acts different. They don't sleep in. They don't eat like they used to eat. They don't watch as much Netflix as they used to watch. They make a different decision. Maybe set an end date. In the next 90 days, in the next 3 months, by the end of 3 months, by the end of the next 90 days, I'm going to be making $1,000 a month. Make that decision. Go all in. Reverse engineer the steps you need to do. All right? If you guys need help, you know I got links below the video that will help you with that. But make the decision. That's what matters most. I love you guys. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell, do the stuff. I got more coming at you. It's going to be good. I'll see you guys on the inside.